G'day, Toad. How are you, mate? Looks like we were right about Pereira. Yarn 2 being the plan. Clear ducking, but Pereira fans are too delusional to admit that. Toad, how are you, man? Do you think it's Alex Pereira ducking, or do you think it is the UFC trying to run defense for a new champion and trying to get some longevity out of their new champions? Much like they did for Usman by rebooking the Masvidal rematch. And like they did for Israel Adesanya, giving him, a Yoel Romero, letting him move up. Yeah, do you think they're running defense for him? Because the UFC will do that for champions that they like. And Alex Pereira doesn't seem like the kind of guy to me, brother, that is just going to be ducking people. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't seem very Alex Pereira-esque. Run deep. How are you, my friend? What's good, bro? What's good? How are you, mate? Predator, what's up, brother? How you going? I thought today, on today's stream, number one, I didn't think I would have to do a members stream earlier because the Guru's live, so I don't think we're going to get too many people jumping into the chat this early. So we're going to have a good, decent stream without too many people coming in here because they're all going to be on Guru's chat. So yeah, I figured we could just do this. And I haven't been able to see the pre-fight weigh-ins, the ceremonial weigh-ins. So I've got the weigh-ins booked up on another screen, and I think we could react to them together, which would be pretty cool. How are you, Weston? Good to see you back again, man. Yo. It's the UFC, but it should be criticized more than people will. Yeah, so that's what I think. I think it's the UFC running back up. I think it's the UFC running back up for Alex Pereira. But yeah, Powhatan Glazers, Powhatards are going to be very happy that he's being given yet another fight. And the Jan Blachowicz fight, I really like it for Pereira. Jan Blachowicz had a very close fight with Pereira. Now he's going to be an extra 2 years older, Toad, 1 year older, plus coming off double shoulder surgery. Yeah, man. It's good for Pereira. No work, so very good, man. That's cool, dude. Nice. So what is it? It's Saturday over there in Singapore. You're in Singapore, aren't you, Rundy? But I got a nice sparring session in 8 hours. That's sick, Rundy. That's good to see, mate. Yes. All right, let me get my Pereira Yarn 2 would be a disgrace. They better not do that. How are you, Tarzan Strickland? It looks like that is the direction they are going to be going in, man. Looks like that's the direction they're going to be going. Yes, sir, it's Saturday. Nice, man. I like the chat when it's like this. I was looking at Weston. I was looking at the settings in the back end to see how you actually put a chat on slow speed. So I was checking that out. So that button is ready to go if we need to do it, but it seems to be going okay today. So that's good to see. Okay, let's have a look at the ceremonial weigh-ins. Now, last time I showed footage from the UFC, it was from Embedded. So we should be able to watch this one without this getting copyright struck, but we'll see what happens. I think the ceremonial weigh-ins are okay for people to watch. So that's the working theory that I'm going with. Yeah, we know it's UFC Abu Dhabi weigh-ins. We know, mate. All right, now this is who I want to see come first. There's going to be a lot of pre-fight stuff. I think there will be a 307 main event because the news came out sooner. The stream is sponsored by Vegemite. Absolutely. I think it'll be the 307 main events because the news came out soon after we learned that Islam can't fight. True. It also it needs a bit of bodying up, although it does look like that is going to be Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria on that one, which is still pretty good. But what am I saying here? The city of Abu Dhabi pays the UFC good money for these events, which is why they get better cards than the rest of the world because they're actually paying for them. So yeah, I do think they're going to get a little bit bodied up as well. Now, first walkout that I want to see. Victoria Dudikova. I like Victoria Dudikova. She reminds me a lot of like family members. Like she's got a very like my cousin vibe. A lot of the girls in my family look a lot like her. So she feels like she's like a family member. I like her. I'm worried about Dudikova though because she's very prone to injury. Right? She was injured in her Contender Series fight. She was injured coming right back into the UFC. She's clearly like a based Orthodox Russian woman. So I'm a fan of Victoria Dudikova. I think she's going to win this fight. I'm picking her. Let's look at this face-off. There you go. She seems strong. She seems strong and healthy. It's just, she gets injured so often, man. She gets injured so often. It makes me worry about being a fan of Victoria Dudikova. When is Usma versus Corey? It's tomorrow, Predator. For me, it's going to be at about 7 a.m. in the morning. So my plan is to wake up nice and early and then watch back the entire card on Fight Pass, skipping all the commercial breaks and that kind of stuff. And then I'll do like my regular Saturday night, Sunday stream as a post-UFC Abu Dhabi recap. I'm just not going to go on Instagram. I'm not going to go on YouTube. I'm going to turn the notifications on my phone off and pretty much just tuck my phone under my bed and only have it set as an alarm clock, and then just sit down at the computer, log in, and watch the fights without any spoilers. So that's my plan for tomorrow, man. Jan hasn't fought since he lost to Alex, Tarzan Strickland says. Jan Blachowicz hasn't fought since he lost to Alex. Jan admitted Ankalaev shouldn't have gotten the win after the draw. Ank showed up 2 fights since then and got a KO in the rebooking. Doing a Jan rematch is disgraceful. I agree, Tarzan Strickland. You're absolutely right. It's the UFC running cover for one of their stars. You're absolutely right. And the poetards out there should have a bit of, I don't know, not hypocrisy. Not hypocrisy. Should be able to point out like when their favorite fighter is getting a spit shine, and yeah, just be honest about it and call it out and be like, yeah, we're getting a little bit lucky with this one, you know. I think Max Ilya and Pereira Yan will headline 307 and 308. We don't know your order though. So Toad, you think they're gonna separate Max Ilya and Petr Yan? Yeah, they might. They might do that. It is weird. Like, the UFC don't seem to want to overstack cards, do they, right now, Toad? They seem to be very happy with, like, a decent main event, half-decent co-main event, and that's just the way they're happy to do business. They really don't want to overstack 2 cards too much. It is kind of sad to see the way that the UFC are really, like, watering down the product at the moment. But this is what everyone wanted. They wanted there to be multiple organizations and fighters spread out all over the world, so we have a watered-down product. This is what everybody called for. Do I care about the next face-off? Shamil Gaziev? Do we care about the Shamil Gaziev fight? Yeah, why not? How can you be an MMA YouTuber and not watch a Shamil Gaziev face-off? Now, is there going to be any... No, okay, sweet. Gaziev versus May. So I am picking Gaziev in this one. I know cardio defeated him in his last fight, but I am still going to be picking Shamil the Blob Gaziev, Lucas Tracy's favorite fighter. Of course, these are the ceremonial weigh-ins, so there is absolutely no point having them step on a scale. And they are fat heavyweights, so there's not even a point of them weighing in at all. I don't think many heavyweights actually do come in overweight at the 260-pound limit. Gaziev is overrated. Gaziev is a meme, Predator. There he is! Lucas Tracy's hype machine. Shamil the Blob Gaziev. Loving the event. Oh, Paul Felder was on the mic. Okay. All right. I like that. Not John Anik. Interesting. Is John Anik going to be there tomorrow, guys? Yep. Gaziev looks ripped. Looks like he's been hitting cardio. He's been back on the basketball court. Fucking Shamil Gaziev. Look at the gun. These are athletes, mate. Oh, Jesus Christ. Muhammad Yahya. Do I care about this walkout? I do not. Now, this one. This is an interesting fight, mate. Alonzo Menefield. This is an interesting fight. Hard one for me, this one. They'll probably try and stack the Jones-Miocic card again. Pereira Yuri was a crazy co-main, so this time they will probably do Shavkat versus Bilal Avza. This is who I picked, by the way. I know I didn't put him in my... I know I didn't fill this fight out for my verdict fight card predictions, but I did end up going with Azmat Murzakanov and put it in my verdict predictions. So if you want to follow along with my predictions live on the night, my verdict predictions are up on the channel tab. They will probably try to stack the Jones-Miocic card again. Pereira Yuri was crazy co-main, so this time they'll probably do Shavkat versus Bilal. Yeah, I do think that John Jones is going to get that Sean O'Malley treatment, Toad, where the UFC really do try and body up the undercard, the whole pay-per-view. I still truly believe in my theory that Dana White is going to make a push for the Riyadh season for the Saudis to offer him a nice big bit of money for John Jones versus Francis Ngannou and have John Jones step out of the UFC that way. That will be John Jones's retirement fight. And then when all that is said and done, he's got this brand new shiny toy in Tom Aspinall to take the mantle of the greatest heavyweight, the UFC heavyweight champion, straight away. I think that is the reason why Dana White has gone on such a glazing session. He wants to be able to sell the world, pound for pound, number one fighter in the world, hardest heavyweight of all time, best GOAT, like the GOAT of the sport. Sell the world that fight, get Riyadh season to pay for it, and then 6 months later, because we have goldfish memories, when all that is said and done, you have Tom Aspinall step into yet another heavyweight title defense, and he becomes the greatest heavyweight of all time on his third or fourth title defense. That is the game plan in Dana White's mind, which is why he's having mental breakdowns at every fucking press conference. That is why, because he's got this plan in his head to make all kinds of money. Gaziev got absolutely destroyed against Rosenstrike. I mean, yes and no, Predator. Like, what really killed him was the cardio, wasn't it? Like, it wasn't really Gaziev. I mean, he looked like shit. He did look like dog shit, but they are fat heavyweights. They do naturally look like dog shit. Run Deep, welcome to being based, mate. Thank you so... Miguel, how are you, my friend? Run Deep, thank you so much for the 99 cents, man. I appreciate it, dude. Your name is going on the t-shirt, which is getting sorted out this bloody... Wait, where's the t-shirt? Where's the bloody t-shirt? I gotta have the t-shirt ready to go. Where's the t-shirt? Move it to the top. Order. Move up. No, to the top, Dougie. Oh my god, I've dropped the ball so hard here. Hang on. Move to the top. There we go. There's the t-shirt. Your name's going on the t-shirt now, Run Deep. There it is, mate. The t-shirt's getting sorted out this week. I want to get a like a proper marker for it, like a cloth marker, but yeah, man. Your name's going on the t-shirt. So thank you so much, Run Deep, for the 99 cents. Welcome to being a based member of the channel. Enjoy the Guru versus MMA Joey fight that's in the back end uploaded to the channel. Miguel, how are you, my friend? Jones is not the greatest heavyweight. I know, Predator. Sorry. I meant like the greatest fighter of all time. You know, and then if he beats Stipe, he like beat the greatest heavyweight of all time. Shamil the Blob Gaziev. Aspinall is better than John Jones right now. I agree, Miguel. 100%. That is why John Jones is ducking Tom Aspinall. Randeep, wait, t-shirt? Yeah, mate. I'm going to America next year. The flights are $5,000. Every single person who donates any money to the channel gets their name put on the t-shirt. I wear the t-shirt on the flight all the way to America and trying some American food. Make a little vlog for you guys like I did when you guys bought me the Xbox. And we all have a great time watching the content. Lad, if you're not a fan of Volk or Whitaker, you're a proper weirdo. True, Miguel. Joey would fucking murk Sturu. Well, that is what the simulation did show us. Actually. Like, we sat down, we worked it out. It is Run Deep, 5 memberships. Thank you so much, brother. You're a bloody legend, mate. Run Deep, thank you so much for gifting the 5 memberships, man. You're a fucking legend, dude. Thank you so much, man. Where are we at? Aspinall would KO Jones in 20 seconds. I agree, mate. I agree. America? I'm going to be I know. In America, in the land of the USA. Joey Guru would beat Aspinall. Would be Aspinall. MMA Joey versus the MMA Guru would be similar to Aspinall versus Blades. I get what you're saying now. Yeah. I'm with you, Miguel. I'm with you. All right, let's press on with it. And Run Deep, thank you so much for the $5, man. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, dude. That's a like. I don't mean to just scroll over that. Thank you so fucking much for the $6. Your membership, which is 99 cents, and the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. Predator. Joey would not beat Guru. We did a simulation of it, Predator. We did a simulation of it. It's in the members section. It's in the members section. Now, where is the next walkout that I'm interested in? Oh, I don't give a fuck about Mackenzie Dern tomorrow. Let's watch the Mackenzie Dern walkout. We'll do the Mackenzie Dern walkout. But I honestly don't give two fucks about Mackenzie. I think Mackenzie Dern is going to get slept tomorrow, man. Slept tomorrow. If you think that John Jones is better than Tom, you're a proper fucking mushroom, mate. You're a fucking mushroom, mate. Guru is soft as fuck. MMA Joey beats all the YouTubers except Dougie. Thanks, Miguel. I appreciate it, man. Loopy is hot too. Dern is hot. Yeah, but I'm talking about their like Mackenzie Dern's fighting, right? Is just ground-based jiu-jitsu, but she doesn't know how to do any takedowns. She doesn't know how to do any takedowns. And when she is getting pieced up, she's getting pieced up on the feet. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't see her winning this fight. The Shatter Bullet Mikhail stare down has crazy aura. Toad, I really wanted to pick. Hang on, let's watch the stare down. Let's watch the stare down. Sorry. I got distracted by chat. Let's watch the stare down. Dern looks serious as shit. I don't know, man. I just can't trust her skills, dude. Oh, our boy Tony Ferguson is up. I just can't trust Mackenzie Dern's skills, man. I just can't. Toad, I really wanted to pick Mikhail Ozenjacek. I like him a lot. I like his power. I like his striking. I really fucking like him a lot. I just hate that he is back so soon after an injury. Do you know what I mean? I hate that. They both suck at MMA. Yep. Dern's jiu-jitsu is why she... Dern's jiu-jitsu is good. Why does she try and strike? I know, dude. It's like... Mackenzie Dern is very similar to, say... what's the right... Like Curtis Blades, you know? Like, you've got this great style, which is your wrestling. And with Mackenzie Dern, it's her jiu-jitsu. But they choose to strike instead. It's so annoying, man. Shatter is going to fucking murk this guy. I'd sloop with Lukey. Well, no one asked Miguel, but there you go. Bro, Tracy Cortez's shorts sold for $3K. Get the fuck out of here, Run Deep. Please don't tell me someone bought her fight. Well, I mean, they didn't buy her fight kit for like the same reason they bought Dustin Poirier's fight kit. Maybe they did. Maybe to have them up there, but I don't know, man. Someone buying Tracy Cortez's shorts screams of some fucking Amaruth bathwater shit, doesn't it? Oh, shit. Mikhail is good. He dropped Holland. I know. No one asked, but fuck it, I wouldn't. Remember that Garn got dropped by Tai Tuivasa? I know, man. I know. Dern is more like... Oh, man, Tai got dropped. Right, Garn got dropped by Tai Tuivasa. The world will never forget that. Dern is more like Paddy, where they have great jiu-jitsu, but they just cannot take people down. Yeah. True, Toad. That's what it is. And so I guess they need to like fall back on their jiu-jitsu, very similar to Oliveira as well, where they fall back on their jiu-jitsu as like a defensive thing for when they get knocked down. Except Mackenzie Dern's grappling from the bottom is no good. We were so close to Tai Tuivasa versus John Jones. I know, it's fucking wild, isn't it, man? It's wild, Miguel. Miguel, imagine a world where you actually see Tai Tuivasa versus John Jones fighting for a belt. How are you, No Chill? It's good to see you, mate. I hope you're doing good. No Chill MMA. Great channel. Love to watch it. Love to watch the channel. Great channel. Wow, I said No Chill MMA. Great channel. American channel. They don't make channels like that. Phenomenal channel. How are you, No Chill? Garn broke Tai. He did, mate. Fucking wrong account. Wrong account, No Chill. Come back. Ortega can't make 145. No, apparently not anymore. Apparently not. Yet he is still booked in to fight at 140 pounds. Aaron. Thanks for watching my video. Aaron, I'm assuming you're No Chill. Aaron. That was so fucking funny, man. Dude, let me tell you about how you got me with this one. Chat, I'm going to catch up with you in a second. Let me just talk to Aaron for a second. So this morning, I post the video. I go on the Discord. I'm like, oh, that's right. Aaron left a fucking guru video in the Discord. I'll go check that out. So I click on the link. I open it up. I put YouTube on. Now, I've told you guys... Oh, my God. Sex monster. Hello. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to load up the work van and get my tools in the car while I got the phone set up over here. So I'm away from the phone. And I click on it, the best of MMA guru moments, and it starts playing, and I'm like, it's just clicking. I'm like, all right, I don't know why that. Maybe he's going to say something funny after this. And then I get into the zone of like loading up my work van, and I notice it's been like 5 minutes, and it's still just... This motherfucker has just successfully rickrolled me for like 5 minutes. So, well done. Well done, Aaron. Well done, No Chill. Or Aaron, whoever the fuck made it. Oh, man. Jones would submit Tai to Ivasa. Yeah, true. True, Miguel. Never. Jones is the GOAT to me, but if you think that Tom would lose to him at this point, you need to see a psychiatrist. Miguel... There's a lot of people on MMA Twitter that still believe that John Jones would win that fight. They are a truly unhinged bunch of people. I'm live waiting for the Fury main event. What are we talking about, No Chill? Is Tyson Fury fighting today? No shit. Sex Monster, what's up, man? Big titty, sexy Asian. No Chill is a Jeff Molina. Well, okay. I feel like you're the same person as the Sex Monster, but that's all right. Oh, Fury FC. I'm with you. I didn't know that was on today. There you go. Like I said, I watch Eternal, Cage Warriors, One Championship, and UFC. So I had no idea if Fury FC was on right now. One Championship is on. It is. It's on tonight. I am thoroughly looking forward to it. Hopefully, I'll be able to watch it back tomorrow, which would be good. Aaron isn't No Chill. Oh, okay. There you go. Makayev got thrown out like a fucking piece of trash. He did, man. Dana broke Makayev. Yeah. Fucking oath, mate. The boys in Omeo are freezing to death. They are, Miguel. They are. I'm the biggest John Jones fan, but he has 0% chance of beating Tom in 2024. Don't tell that to Twitter. Like I said, Miguel, they will not be happy about that. Here we go. The Tony Ferguson walkout. Fuck, Tony looks old. Who's walking out first? Probably Chiesa, yeah? Probably Chiesa. Yep, Chiesa comes running out. You know what, chat? We're going to do this. Boys, we're doing this. 1 second. I need to stop playing Tool in the background because that definitely cannot happen live on the stream. And then I need to go over here and do this. Oh, yeah, that's better. All right, let's go. Now, this. There we go. Oh, no, not music. Oh, Jesus. All right, I guess we're not doing this. 170. Mate, Chiesa's got the greys in his beard, bro. Chiesa's old too. Look at the greys in the beard, man. Chiesa's just as old as the rest. Here we go, Tony Ferguson time. It's Tony time. It's Tony time. Come on, Tony. One more for the win, Tony. Not an ounce of testosterone left. Not an ounce of testosterone left in that body. Oh, let me read some chats and then we'll watch the face-off together. Let me read some chats and watch the face-off. Hang on, let me catch up on chat. I highlighted the last chat that I was up to. Is it just me, or do you think, do I think that Ngannou can KO Jones? I do think Francis Ngannou can KO Jones, but I think Jones would grapple him. Predator, that's what I think would go on. Jones is the best ever, but he sucks at this point. I don't even think he's the best ever. I think Mighty Mouse is the best ever. But if you want to have him on your top tier list, you can. Absolutely. But yeah, I think Mighty Mouse is the best ever. I don't think any version of Jones beats Tom. He was a light heavyweight in his prime. Yeah, true, Toad. And even in his prime, he wasn't I mean, in his prime, he was the best light heavyweight. But as we saw him leave light heavyweight, he was getting worse and worse and worse. So I agree with you, Toad. He's a fat fuck. Who's a fat fuck? Miguel. I want you to watch the first 2 minutes of Jones versus Gane and tell me that we did that live on this channel, Miguel. We did it live on this channel. We watched it. And yeah, no, I agree with you. Tom Aspinall kills him. Chiesa is so bad, Tony can win. That's what we're all hoping for. Who the fuck is fighting Tony? Some old grizzled veteran, some old piece of war meat named Michael Chiesa. He hasn't been in the UFC since 2000 and... Oh, shit. I don't think Michael Chiesa's fought in the UFC since 1991. That was his last performance. Yeah. So they've really dug up an old grizzled vet for this one. Tony's prime was an animal. True, Miguel. One of my favorite fights is Barbosa versus Ferguson. Yep. Or Pettis versus Ferguson. John Jones is the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. If you put 4 people in a room and ask me who comes out, it would be John Jones. It would be John Jones. And you're crazy if you think it wasn't. What was that? Huh? The Palestine flag? Come on. I know what you're doing. You always do that. I know what you're doing. Shades and blades, baby. It's Tiramisu Tuesday. John Jones is the greatest of all time, but I don't think he is the best in the world right now. Yeah, Miguel, I don't think he's the greatest of all time, nor do I think he's the best in the world right now. So that's where we're at with that. John Jones is a fat duck. Okay. You're my favorite MMA YouTuber because I don't think anyone else is interacting with the chat as much as you. Well, thank you, Miguel. I appreciate it. I kind of fumbled the bag pretty bad yesterday. The chat was going crazy. So it's kind of good that the Guru is live right now because I can actually hang out with you guys and talk to you. You know what I mean? But Ngannou literally took down Gane like a fucking kid. Don't doubt Ngannou. Yeah, I know. Took down Gane like a fuck. Yeah, okay, Predator, but... Stipe Miocic took down Ngannou in the first fight and ragdolled him and wrestled on him in the second one. So a bit of bad MMA math here. Shout out to Bad MMA Math. Go check out his channel. Get him to 1,000 subs. Bit of bad MMA math here. Who is the better wrestler, John Jones or Stipe Miocic? You'd have to say that John Jones is the better wrestler. I do believe that John Jones could take down Francis Ngannou, and that's how he would beat him in an MMA fight. Gane submitted Shamil opponent. What's up, Lane? How you going? Welcome to the membership. If you want to watch a UFC 5 battle between MMA Joey and the MMA Guru, feel free to go over to the members tab and watch that video and enjoy it. Dana Pink better than Dana White. Oh, mate, nothing funnier than when Dana White gets angry. You're awesome. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Gane sucks. Volkov beats Gane. We will find out. I think that's a rematch. Pretty sure that's a rematch. When is Ruffy fighting? He is so good. I don't know, Miguel. We'll have to check that after I finish watching the ceremonial weigh-ins. Ngannou's wrestling is literally better, though. Ngannou's wrestling literally got better. It did get better, but still, Stipe was still having some success with the wrestling. Ngannou had an injury when he fought Gane. True. Predator. That is true. Ngannou is insanely strong, so I don't see any fat light heavyweight Jones out wrestling him. Francis improved a lot after the first Stipe fight. He did. So Toad, you think that John Jones versus Francis Ngannou, John Jones wouldn't have the wrestling advantage or wouldn't be able to out wrestle Francis Ngannou? Is that what you're saying? Let's watch the weigh-in. Let's watch Umar. We're going to. Bilal versus Shavkat. Who wins? Shavkat. I don't think Bilal holds the belt very long. I want to give Bilal full credit for that performance. He looked like Habib. He looked fucking brutal. He looked so good in that performance. But the fact of the matter is, unfortunately, just like my boy Volkanovski, he's 36 years old. It's gonna catch up to him eventually. He is just 36 years old. It is what it is. The lighting is all fucked up today. There we go. That's better. All right, let us watch the... Finally, someone who understands it. Thank you, Mr. Toad. Yeah, it looks like Toad and you, Predator, are synced on this one. You two are the same on this one. Okay, fair enough. I get what you're saying. I disagree, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, strength matters a lot in wrestling, and Ngannou is way too big for him. He's 275 of pure muscle. He's also got 2 wrecked knees. But then again, I was going to say he's got 2 wrecked knees. This is what He's got 2 wrecked knees. But, then again, John Jones, his chest muscles are completely fucked. And how do you take down a man and control a man in top position when he is 275 pounds and your chest muscles have been ripped to shreds? Fuck, you guys might be convincing me the other way. You guys are, yeah. Yeah, you might be onto something here, guys. Yeah. All right, let's head back. What's up, Rick Allen? How you going, my friend? Ruffy looks like prime Conor McGregor. He does, man. He fights that way. It's pretty cool. He fucking tuned up Jamie so bad. Not you, my love. Not you, my love, listening to this stream. A different Jamie. It was sick. It was sick, mate. It was Jamie Malaki, yeah? Bro, why is literally every single fighter super religious? Can you name a single atheist fighter? I would say JDM's probably atheist. He seems pretty atheist. I would say Volkanovski's pretty atheist. None of them seem to be super Christian. I would actually say a lot of the Western fighters are probably atheist. Malaki! Bilal is on steroids. Is he? Is he? Is he, or are we just making excuses? Because those photos that people show of Bilal, were before he got a decent nutritionist and started taking his career super seriously like a prime athlete. Before that, he was just some kid from Chicago that did some MMA. You know? Have you ever gotten on a good diet, Miguel? You know what it's like when you get if I showed you photos of my body when I was doing 75 hard, you guys would be like, you're on fucking trend. You must be doing some steroids. Please win, Tony. New fans don't realize you were the best one. Yeah, true, Miguel. True. You look like you voted for Anthony Albanese, bro. You look like that. Rick, you dumb motherfucker. I am one of the 5% of Australians that passed the intelligence test in 2020. I work for myself, and I wasn't tricked into doing shit. But I appreciate you saying I'm one of those type of people. You couldn't be more fucking wrong, but I appreciate it, mate. Good on you. Della versus Gary on the Jones card. That'd be sick, Miguel. That'd be sick. This being said, Jesus isn't real. I think Rick Allen was talking about current MMA fighters. I'm a fan of Bilal, but he is on more steroids than a fucking elephant. What is that? What is that fucking mixed molly whoppery quote? What is that mixed molly whoppery quote where he goes, Alistair Overeem claimed he wasn't on steroids, but the horse he ate was fucking riddled with them. So good. When I was kickboxing and doing Muay Thai, I was in good shape. Yep. Ferguson in 2016 was the best in the world. True, Miguel. He got knocked the fuck out and lost his eye. Yeah. Oh, Bisping said Jesus isn't real and then he lost his eye. It's a sign. It's a sign from the Lord above. Rick Allen, it's so cringe when guys drone on about their God and religion after the fight. Bro, it was the training, not God, bro. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's just their style, I guess. You know, it is what it is. I mean, you didn't find fucking Bryce Mitchell bringing a Bible into the Apex hilarious? That was kind of funny, man. You know, I think it depends how you do it. Like, there's the Benil Dariush way of droning on about God, which is kind of fucking boring. But then there's the Bryce Mitchell version, which is kind of fucking funny. What's up, Chris? How are you, mate? What's up? We're just reacting to the Tony Ferguson stare down. I haven't seen it yet. So that's what we were reacting to. But I hope you're good, Chris. Ferguson was finishing, guys. He was, mate. Tony had 3,000 hours of sparring time. Yeah, that's what he says around deep. But he always comes up with some fucking excuse. Like, he always comes up with some new story before each fight these days. He always comes up with some new, like, you know, last time I let them have the win, but this time I'm actually going in there. You know, this time we're going to put on a winning streak. You know, they wanted to give Nate Diaz a send-off. I said no worries, gave him a pat on the back and sent him off. Big Fat's fighting in the PFL main event right now. I could give less fucks about PFL right now, Weston, but thank you for letting me know, mate. I appreciate it. That's why Bisping was one of my favorite fighters. He had the balls to be an atheist openly. I don't know if, like, it's about having the balls to be an atheist openly, Rick. I think it's more like when you're an atheist, you don't need to point out you're an atheist. Like when you're religious and you've had a big moment in your life, you want to thank whatever higher power you believe in. But when you're an atheist and you win a fight, you're just sort of like, I'm the fucking best. Like you thank yourself. So I just think it's like religious people are almost like vegans. You know what I mean? Like they're going to fucking let you know that they're vegan. Whereas atheist people are just like, I'm alive and I'm here and I'm just a piece of matter. Does that make sense? I think that's what it is, man. I don't think it's about like having the balls to be atheist openly. I don't think it's very ballsy to be atheist or religious. I think it's just one's personality. Finally, a Rock Allen take that's actually decent. Finally, a Rick Allen take. I'm with you. Ferguson was a menace. He was. Hold up, brother. I'm talking. I'm not done talking yet. Welterweight. What the fuck are we looking at? About my Ferguson cheer. All right, Miguel. One less line this time, please. So I have a feeling that you're a vegan then? No, I'm not. What the fuck? You're such a weird fucking cunt. You're a weird fucking cunt, Rick Allen. All right, back on to get it on with Ferguson versus, what are we at? Chiesa stare down. He's looking good. He's looking good. Not a shred of testosterone left in that Ferguson body. Ferguson's like looking down at his rig. Chiesa's playing with him. Man, the grays in Chiesa's beard, right? There's the grays in the beard. Ugh, it's an old grizzled lion sort of a fight right here. Watch out for the cords. Watch out for the cords, Tony. Marlon Vera next. I'm excited to see this walk out. Let me read some chat. Good, bro. Just walking to the store. Got some Fireball for the fight tomorrow. Based, as always, Christian Graythan III. Had to listen to the Doogie. Thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it. Whatever, you vegan Anthony fucking vegan Albanese delicacy. You are whatever, you fucking vegan Anthony Albanese voter. I see right through you, bro. You're a fucking crackhead, Rick Allen. You type like a fucking crackhead. Yeah, he eats beef, chicken, pork. Vera is Jesus. Let's have a look at Vera coming out. Anthony Albanese looking motherfucker. Give me lighter. Why are you always taking me lighter? Here we go. Mate, Figgy's got this, boys. I'm here for Figgy. Come on, Figueiredo. They both look like they're about to croak in the cage. Don't they both look so fucking old, man? They both look so fucking old. Come on, Figgy. You type like a crackhead. He does type like a crackhead. Fucking vegan Albanese, you delicate cunt. Yeah, Figgy's going to win, Miguel. 100%, bro. 100%. Here we go. Chito Vera. My God, he is coming out in his Jesus vibes. He's risen from the grave after the Sean O'Malley beating. After Sean O'Malley fucking put it on him for 25 minutes, he comes again. Vera by walking on water. There's some cheering. They're playing music, so I can't play it, but there's some cheering for Vera. He's got a lot of fans. Dude, I love that. The way that he just like... Did you see the way that Vera reacts to the crowd cheering? He's like... Let's watch that again. That's so good. Watch that again. Hang on. I'm coming back, chat. Look at the way he approaches the... What a chat. Let me read some chats, then we'll look at the stare down closely. Vera's going to lose now. Oh, mate. After that sort of an entrance. UFC champion John Jones arrested for allegedly assaulting and threatening. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Here we are. Okay. UFC champion John Jones is arrested for allegedly assaulting and threatening to kill the anti-doping agent, the drug testing officer. Oh, I got to transfer over. The drug testing officer has claimed Jones became angry about the sample collection process. Yeah, so I don't understand, and Toad, you might be able to shed some light on this. How can the Las Vegas Well, I guess the fight will be in New York. How can any fighting commission give John Jones a license to fight while he is currently undergoing assault charges? That does seem like something that would take your license away from you. Am I wrong on reading that room or what? Also, after we do this, we need to talk about the UFC's lawsuit and how that is going to change MMA forever. So if you're a fan of MMA, enjoy it now. Because if things go the way that the court want them to go, this is all going to be over. So yeah, we'll get into that a bit later as well. Vera sucks. I was there when O'Malley smashed Marlon Vera's head in. Vera healing people by French kissing them. Yeah, he's got that vibe he's got that aura about him, doesn't he? RIP Dougie's Corner. Indeed, we'll have to move on to a completely different channel, Jamie. I don't know what this channel is going to be about. Maybe me trying different Australian-based snack foods. Ew. Let's go on. He has the chin of Jesus, that's for sure. Yeah, he can't be put away. One day he's getting cracked. UFC heavyweight champion John Jones has been charged with assault and interference with communications related to the incident with a drug testing agent from the drug-free sport on March 30th. Yeah, Miguel. Again, how does he have a fucking license? How does he have a fucking license to operate? I don't know. Vera is Jesus without the Jesus. I love MMA. I love MMA too. It's going to be sad to see it go. I think it's just a misdemeanor, and he'll only be fined. So John Jones should be fined. Yeah, but still, mate, like you're being charged with assaulting a testing agent after being charged with assaulting your wife, after being charged with reckless driving. Like, I just don't understand how the commission can give him a license to fight. It's fucking bizarre, man. The UFC ain't letting nothing happen. Yeah, that's. The thing is, Miguel, and we'll get into it with the court case, it might be taken out of their hands. Like, the judge has said, no, you can't settle. You need to actually sort these fucking contracts out. The judge rejected it because UFC didn't make any contractual changes in the deal. They need to make contractual concessions. It's not just this, Rick, finally, you're typing like a human being, not a crackhead. This is exactly what we're going to talk about, what we're going to allude to. The judge said you got to make some changes. That's literally my channel, you dickhead. That's true. That is true. I can't go doing your channel. Then we might as well make our own channel and call it Doug and Jamie or something. It's because the guru is live. I was just there, and what's that beside you? Oh, this is for you, Chris. I brought these just for you, mate. I was hoping that you would ask what these were. I brought these just for you. No, I'm happy the guru is live. Have you noticed how different the chat is today compared to yesterday when I couldn't talk to you guys at all? So if the Guru is live, then half the stream is over there watching Guru, and we can actually interact with each other nice and slow. Nice, slow, long, deep conversational strokes. Yeah, Jamie is talking to you, Christian. She says they're Vegemite crackers like Cheez-Its, but they're Vegemite flavored chips. The same could be said about Conor. He's faced various charges while fighting and whatnot, and he still has an ongoing rape lawsuit. That's a great point, Rick. Yeah, true. That's a great point. Like, how are they allowed to fucking have fighting licenses? Yeah, great point. They're called shapes. They are called shapes. Jones wasn't assaulting his wife. He was just tickling her with his fist to her face, covered in blood, screaming. John Bones Jones, a renowned figure in the world of mixed martial arts, MMA, has carved a niche in the Ultimate Fighting Champions through his unparalleled skill and controversial career. Youngest champ ever, 23 years old. Are you copying and pasting John Jones's Wikipedia, Miguel? Bro, have you gone to the Great Barrier Reef yet, and is it overrated or worth it? I haven't, Rick. I haven't yet, mate. No, it's on the fucking bucket list. Been to the Gold Coast, been to Brisbane, but not gone out to the reef. You know what I mean? True, that's the game plan, like the Red Bull. Whoa, I kind of want to try them. Maybe the Dead Pet. Here we go. Well, it does sound copy and pasted. There you are, Chris. They're for you, mate. Get a good look at them. I'm holding them up on the screen now. If you're just listening, Chris, have a look up at the screen. And then I'm going to go back to reacting to the fights. There you go. All right, now I'm going back to reacting to the face-off. But there you go, Chris. I don't know when I'm going to eat them, but they're coming out onto the channel soon. Despite his financial success, John Jones's career has been marred by legal troubles and controversies, impacting both the reputation and his earnings. That's true, Miguel. Thank you for the continued copy and pasting. Doug and Jamie travel vlog at the Barrier Reef coming your way. True, mate. Stop being such a lazy, shapes-eating fuck and go to the... Stop being such a lazy, shapes-eating fuck. Fuck me, mate. That's good. Fucking hell. That's good. All right. Miguel, our news reporter, I know, right? John Jones' athletic prowess is part of his family's legacy, with both brothers achieving success in the NFL. This unique family dynamic has undoubtedly influenced John Jones' career and life choices. Again, thank you, Miguel, for the updates continuing. It's fucking right across the street. Oi, go to the fucking Great Barrier Reef, cunt. It's a fucking cross the road. Don't be a fucking lazy prick, mate. I love how it says Aussie legend on the box. I know, man. I know. The Jones brothers were NFL players. True, true. It does say Aussie legends on the box, doesn't it? Aussie bloody legends, mate. Shapes for Aussie legends. Freak athletes, yep. Screenshotted it, and we'll need you... need to see you muck them. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll eat them. I'm just not hungry right now. But I'll eat them eventually. They're staying here until I get hungry. Eventually, these shapes are getting eaten. 23 years old, fighting for the titles. Yep. Opening up with a flying knee. Yeah. True, Miguel. Goated. I will definitely go to the Shire before you, Dougie. Frodo and Sam sent me an invite. Maybe. I don't think Jamie and I are planning to go to the Great Barrier Reef anytime soon. All right, let's react to these fights. Rosa should get the title shot. No, he shouldn't. He needs way more fights. Jones grew up with the NFL players. True. All right, let's react. Classic Vera face-off. Classic Chito Vera face-off. He's so much taller than Figueiredo. Isn't he taller? He's way taller. They've got the exact same shoes on as well. You see down here? Everyone's wearing the UFC shoes. He's fucking way taller, mate. Here we go, Sharon Magomedov. The one-eyed monster versus Polish power. Based Christian Orthodox. You see that right there? Christian Orthodox. Based. Let me read some chats and then we'll continue reacting. I've been to the Great Barrier Reef, thought it was really fucking cool. Yeah, I'd love to go. Just we haven't made it yet. When you're growing up competing against your brothers who are fucking NFL players, it's just the amount of... Yeah, it's like that whole family must be super fucking athletic, right, Miguel? Yeah. What do you have against New Zealand? I don't have anything against New Zealand. I want to go to New Zealand. We're just traveling to other places. Depends on how our YouTube channel goes. Yep, maybe the Great Barrier Reef in 2025. True. John had incredible size, and he was... Yeah, we might be going in 2025. We'll see how the YouTube channel blows up. The travel vlog channel. Jones had incredible size and one of the best athletes in the history of MMA. One of. He's in the top 10 for sure. We do want to do a New Zealand camper van road trip. That is true. That is on the list. Watch out for a DJ vlog travel van trip. John Jones is the best ever at utilizing reach. Yep. What the fuck is that name? Which one? Miguel Oleszejczyk or Shadow Magomedov? There's so many fucking names on the screen, Predator, it's hard to tell. Not the AM, bro! What's up, mate? Good to see you. Can't you just bloody swim to New Zealand, cunt? Isn't it just across the river there, mate? You'd die. Jones is the best. Yep. Dougie and Jamie go to Mount Cook in the summer. We'll have to. When was the last one we went to? We went to a mountain recently. Jones is a dirty fighter. Wherever you start to have success against him, he kicks you in the nuts or pokes you in the eye. True. Very Daniel Cormier, Chris Weidman-esque, isn't it? Jones, your 85 reach advantage is unfair. Is it? Oleszejczyk? I know, what a fucking name, isn't it? All right, let's watch. Got the Polish face on, mate. Oosh. Eastern Russian flag on his face. Wait, Western Russian. Yeah, based Western Russian, man. Let's go, Russia. Come on. Boom. All right, here comes the fucking pirate now. Yo ho, hoist the sails. Crowd's cheering. Crowd's cheering. Yo ho. What a hideous motherfucker. Oh, what a... Look at this, chat. Look at that face. Oh my god, that's a face only a mother could love. Oh my lord. What a hideous... Ugh. Why is Mikhail taking this fight? Why the fuck is he taking this fight? Alright, Toad, you said this one's full of aura. Let's have a look. Alright. Zesty! They touched. That was a touch. That was a... Ooh. Very zesty. Let's read some chats. My god. Toad, you said it was aura, not the Diddy card. Oh my god. Mount Cook is at the southern island of New Zealand. Ah, well then. I think we need to do an Australian road trip first. Then we will do a New Zealand road trip. We hiked to the Ganoa Peak. That's it. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Jones is so good at keeping you away from him. He's like hitting you from a mile away. Dougie and Jamie, you should do the tallest mountain in Australia up by Omeo. We did that, actually. We have a vlog of us driving up to the highest point in Australia that you can drive up to. We vlogged that. I thought that was a mask. His face? No, that's just his face. Yeah. Pirate. Does anyone know what happened to his eye? No idea, man. Pirate looks like... Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He does have that look about him. Looks like an evil guru twin that was escaped from the... Oh, mate. Chris, do you remember that Simpsons episode where Bart Simpson had his fucking evil twin living up in the attic? And then they ended up like he was the nice one, so they left Bart up there and made the evil one come downstairs and live with them. So good. Touching noses, very zesty. We did see Guru yesterday, face to face. He was a bloody giant of a man. I could not believe the size of him. He was like a bloody NBA player. Guru looks like a ginger version of Anchor Live. He does, mate. He does. That's awesome. I went there too. Nice, mate. Nice, Miguel. So you saw the big cross at the top of the road? Bisping 2.0. It is very Bisping 2.0, isn't it, Predator? Let's press on. Yes. Good. That was a good face-off. I like that one. Main event of the evening. I think they're going to show fight footage here. Yeah, they are. So obviously I can't show you guys that fight footage because clearly I will get... Here we are. Umar Magomedov. No problem making weight, which is great to see. I'm going to catch up and read all the chats after this. Who is Umar? Sounds like we have a new kid on the block. He's Khabib's little cousin, brother. Here comes the Sandman. That's what you were wrestling? One of the best Treehouse of Horror episodes ever was, wasn't it, man? I loved those Treehouse of Horror ones. Sandman looks shredded! Fucking hell. I'm so fucking hyped, Hank the Tank. What's up, mate? How you going? I'm so fucking hyped for tomorrow, man. I'm not getting up at 2 a.m. to watch it, but I'm fucking hyped for tomorrow. Nice. Alright, I'll read some chats and then I'll listen to what they have to say and then we'll get back to it. Bisping 2.0. I've been all over. Oh, nice, man. Nice, Miguel. Nice. We have a travel series doing the entire Great Alpine Road over a week in our camper van. It wasn't long enough. We want to do it again. True, I might show you guys some highlights of that travel series. Maybe I might bring up us on top of the highest road in Australia and show it right here on the channel. I don't think I can copyright myself, so that might be fair to do, but we'll try and keep it MMA based. We'll see how we go. I've been live for an hour. Might tuck it in towards the end of the stream. Show you guys a little bit of our vlog. I really like Western Australia. That's my favourite place in Australia. Nice, dude. I mean, I love our region of Victoria because it's got a bit of everything. It's got snow-capped mountains. It's got beaches. It's got a little bit of everything. It's just so fucking empty. It feels like you're alone with nature. It is completely empty. Who's Uma? Habib's little cousin. That's the episode. Yep. I feel like Uma was going to fucking... I feel like Uma is just going to fucking smash this guy. Scary. I know, it's going to be a hyped fight, Miguel. How are you, Hank the Tank? I hope you're doing good, man. I do, however, feel like Corey is going to cut them with an elbow at some point. If Corey ends up on bottom, he does need to smash his way out of there. He can't roll to his side and go for that slow motion get up. It is going to expose his neck. The Sandman, let's go. New Kids on the Block, follow. Anywhere you go, I'll follow. You're going to stream the card? I am not. I'm going to do a post-card live recap. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to watch it by myself back, not live in the morning when I wake up. And then at about midday Australian time, I'll go live for a post-fight recap. That's how I think tomorrow is going to go. Because I've got shit to do and I'm not getting up at 2 a.m. in the morning. So, yeah. Tomorrow is one of the greatest fight nights of all time. No, Miguel, it's not. It's very good, but it's not one of the greatest fight nights of all time. I've predicted 5 finishes for the show tops. No way it's an all-timer. It's going to be a great card. But just not the best one. I'm Hank, the member now. No Diddy. Hank the Tank, it's great to see you as a member. If you want to see what it looks like if MMA Guru was to fight MMA Joey, feel free to click on the members tab on the channel, and there is a video there that is for the members only. So kick back, put your feet up, and enjoy that, mate. Australia doesn't even exist. It's a government cover-up. Well, yeah, obviously, Predator. And we get paid. Me and Jamie get paid a phenomenal amount of money to drive around Australia in a camper van, pretending that it exists as part of the greater globalist psyop to keep you guys from knowing that it's a flat earth. You got to use discernment. Use your discernment. You jump up in the air. If the earth is a ball spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, how come when you come back down, it don't move? I ain't sending my kids to them schools. I use discernment. Hank the Tank, enjoy the card tomorrow, man. I will, dude. You too. Enjoy the card tomorrow as well. I hope you make lots of money. Dougie is an AI-generated video. Yeah, obviously. How else can I keep up with reading every single chat if I was a human being? I wouldn't be able to. Obviously. This is clearly AI. Okay, then what is the greatest fight night of all time to date in Dougie's opinion? Ooh, Jesus, Jamie. What a fucking question. It might be the UFC London card where it was Tom Aspinall as the main event. And I think Paddy Pimblett was the co-main event. Molly McCann got a win. The English fans were just on fucking fire. But then to rival that was also the first UFC Paris card after 2020. That one was fucking brilliant as well. And then there was one... Oh, I can't remember it. Fuck, I can't remember. I think Volk headlined it, and I was like, that was the best fight card I'd ever seen. Like, every single fight was a banger, but I can't remember it now. Oh, what was that? And then the other one, the other one that I love to go back and watch. Just like when I'm just like feeling nostalgic in gaming and I just want to chuck on an old card. I don't remember what number fight card this is. Toad, you'll probably know if you're still here. The one where Bisping came back and the one where GSP came back and fought Bisping, and fucking Dominic Cruz and Cody Garbrandt had that phenomenal performance. Rose and Ioana were on the same. It had 3 title fights on it. It was so good. I think it was like UFC 225 or something like 2. Fuck, I can't remember. But that one, man. That one. Pulled in Islam. Ha, Chev. UK Fight Night card. Yeah, the UK Fight Night card. That one was so good, Hank the Tank. That one was so good. So you were eating a butter Pop-Tart on stream? No. Why would I eat a butter Pop-Tart on stream? I've seen you ask other streamers to do that. I don't get why. No. I'm not going to do that because I don't really care. Aspinall versus Volkov was crazy. A lot of the guys on the card went fire. Yeah, that Fight Night card was... Fuck, that was a good card. That's a pay-per-view? That was a fucking good card. What pay-per-view was that? 217, that's the one. I love that pay-per-view. So good. Such a good fucking pay-per-view. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones as well. So there you go, Jamie. There's a couple of my favorite pay-per-views to go back and watch when I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic. Or the one where it was DC Miocic 3. No, DC Miocic 2. Where it looked like Miocic was going to run away with the fight. No, DC Miocic 1. Or... Which one was the one where it looked like Stipe was going to run away with the fight, but then DC figured out... No! It was DC Miocic 3. And it looked like DC was going to win the fight again via eye pokes and clawing out Miocic's eyes. But then Miocic figured out the body shots and slowly body shotted him to death over two or three fights. Over 2 or 3 rounds, just kept ripping the body shot, and DC didn't know how to adjust to it, and Miocic ended up getting the win. And I love that one so much because it was so unexpected, but we watched that one with your mum in Boston, Jamie. Yeah, that was a great one. All right, let me listen to what these guys have to say on the mic. Are they playing music? They are playing music. Oh, they stopped the music. Here we go. We can react to this. All right, cool.
How are you feeling ahead of the main event tomorrow night?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready to strike. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Umar Nurmagomedov.
That's it. I feel great. I'm ready to strike. Okay. Okay. If that's what we're going with, okay. I feel great. I'm ready to strike. All right, what's Corey got to say? Maybe a little bit more?
A lot of people didn't want to take this fight. This is no option for you. You knew you had to come in here and take this. How are you feeling for the main event tomorrow night?
Great, man. Look, thank you for having me out here, man. I love you guys. I love fighting out in Abu Dhabi. It's going to be a pleasure to kill one of you guys. I'm going home with the win. Sorry. No, there it is. Hey, peace. I'll let you.
Corey Sandhagen, ladies and gentlemen.
My God, the crowd. They gotta stop doing fight cards in Abu Dhabi. There's just no crowd. Honestly, I've heard the Apex be louder. I've legit heard the Apex be louder than that. That volume is turned up all the way, by the way, guys. I got the volume up all the way. Listen to the crowd, man. Woo! Woo!
There it is. Hey, peace. I'll let you.
Corey Sandhagen, ladies and
There's just no aura in the crowd, guys, at all. And this is the thing, right? We were talking about, what were your favorite cards to go back and watch of all time? The reason that, some of them are my favorite cards to go back is not just because of the performances of the night, but also how good the crowd was. The Abu Dhabi crowd has just got nothing for the athletes. Nothing at all. The Sandman. Yeah, he put him to sleep. Put the crowd to sleep. The crowd is Jeff Molina. Yeah, the crowd is a bit Gordon Levitt, isn't it, Predator? You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. All right, let us catch up with some of the MMA Twitter news. Oh, PFL's gone. I can't show any of the PFL footage. That's all right. Tony Ferguson said he's face off with Michael Chiesa. Yep. UFC Abu Dhabi. Who the fuck is Sean Strickland striking with here? Does anyone know who Sean Strickland is striking with here? Let's have a look at this. Sean Strickland striking away. I don't know who he's striking with. It just says Sean Strickland knocked him out cold. Holy shit, Sean. You cannot do that in sparring, man. Fucking hell. Sean Strickland is laying into this guy, dude. Oh, god damn. Strickland hits him with the kick. A face kick. A face kick from Strickland while he's got the shin guards on. That's fucked up, actually. Fuck, Sean. Who the fuck? Same guy as Patty Cake when he gets sparring. Yeah, this is the same guy that plays Patty Cake when he's sparring Pereira. Too much in sparring. What a joke. Actually liked this guy. Size difference, disgrace. Biggest bully in the UFC. He's getting piece of shit. He's getting torn up for this, man. He's getting torn up for this, and he fucking should, dude. That's old footage. Is it? Is it, Chris? This isn't new footage. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Who is the better boxer, Strickland or Dustin Poirier? I would say Sean Strickland is the better boxer. Yeah, and Dustin Poirier does have phenomenal boxing, but I would give it to Sean Strickland for sure, man. For sure. Seen that like a year or two ago. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. And yeah, he won't fight. Yeah, yet he won't fight Whitaker. Yeah, he's like, I don't know, man. Look, I understand why Sean Strickland wants to. I understand why Sean Strickland feels like he deserves to sit out and not have to fight a contender. Like, he was the champ. He was in a razor close fight. It was a razor close fight. He lost it via split decision. He came back. He fought Paulo Costa. Like, he did the thing that you're meant to do. Go back, fight a contender, beat a contender. I understand why he thinks he's in the position that he's in. The only reason for Sean Strickland that I would advise him not to sit out is because the UFC marketing team do not fucking like him. And they will quite happily ice him out, just like they iced out Bilal Muhammad, so they don't have to deal with him. And while he is also sitting out, he is getting very, very bored and acting like a fucking influencer who he hates. He hates influencers. Yet he's very happy to drop an influencer-esque video telling people not to buy Harley Davidsons, which is essentially what an influencer does. An influencer is there to influence the community on what to purchase or what not to purchase. So, yeah, Sean Strickland is now ducking fights and being an influencer while saying that he'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime, and that he hates influencers. I know, like, we as an MMA fan base have sort of already established that Sean Strickland is a bit of a fucking hypocrite, but the hypocrisy is, like, on full display now for anybody that wants to see it. Strickland is great, but he is outrageous. Yep. I feel like Sean has been fighting literally anyone but Rob, though. I don't care to see Sean fight for a title after the disgrace against Costa. I mean, Toad, were you happy to see Bilal fight for the title after the Nate Diaz fight? It's kind of like you either earned a title shot or you haven't. Right? Like, I can talk about how much I hate Mateusz Gamrot's style, but after Arman Tsarukyan, if Gamrot gets one more win, he does deserve to fight for a title. Like, sometimes you can just be like, the fight was kind of boring and shit, but it was enough to get you to a title shot. Like Ian Gary's last fight against MVP. The fight was kind of boring and shit, but it was enough to move you up the rankings and be in that talk for whoever loses the next title. Well, Leon Edwards versus Ian Gary is the perfect step up for Ian Gary. And he earned that off the back of a disgraceful performance, as some might call it. So that's one way of looking at it, I guess. Who wins out of a prime Conor McGregor versus Ilia Topuria? Without going into the comments section, without reading the comments section, I would say that a prime Conor McGregor does probably sleep Ilia Topuria with that 1-2. Ilia Topuria's best chance against the prime Conor McGregor would have been the wrestling, But even so, we saw prime Conor McGregor with a blown out, was it an ACL or a sprained ankle, when he went and won his interim featherweight championship. And Conor did end up winning that fight, even with the wrestling being his downside. So I still think even if Ilia Topuria had to push a pace and push a wrestling pace, Conor would still be able to piece him up for the outside. And it's because of that I also do think that Max Holloway is the one to beat Ilia Topuria. I think Max Holloway can do it. What do you guys reckon, chat? And then I'll read some of the Twitter comments. Predator, you think Ilia's better than prime Conor McGregor? Sean hasn't fully earned a title shot, though. It was the same thing as Cap versus Makayev, where if he impressed against he gets a shot. And if it's boring, you need one more. But no, Toad, I get what you're saying, and I would agree with that if he wasn't just coming off being a champion and losing the championship in such a razor-close decision. You know, it's not like the Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad fight, where Bilal Muhammad clearly beat the living shit out of Leon Edwards. Or Robert Whittaker versus Israel Adesanya 1, where Israel Adesanya clearly beat the shit out of Robert Whittaker. Like, I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can here. It is very much like he was a champion and could have arguably won that fight. Probably should have won that fight. So he's almost robbed of his championship via the judges. He did what he had to do. He got a win over an up-and-coming contender. Not even an up-and-coming contender. He got a win over a contender in Paulo Costa. It's not right to say he was an up-and-coming contender because he wasn't. Have you talked about Alexa Grasso's feet yet? I haven't yet. But I will, yo. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're doing good. So, yeah, I do think he deserves to fight for the title. I think that being robbed of a split decision, fighting a contender, puts you back there. Ilia is scarier than a prime Conor. Oh, yeah. You reckon, Predator? You reckon? Why so? Put it in there in the comments. Why do you reckon? Max will put his hand on Ilia like a big dickhead brother, and Ilia can't do shit about it. Yay, Grasso's feet. Yeah, I think Max Holloway will piece up Ilia Topuria. I agree with you, Weston. I really do. What do the folks over at Twitter think, though? They go to the decision, and it's a draw after a brutal war. Not a hot take. Probably true. Easily. The thing is with this, it's kind of hard to get like a proper way of the wind because Conor does have so many casual fans out there that it almost feels like the comment section would just be flooded with, yeah, obviously Conor McGregor wins that. Like even now in 2024, people are still like, obviously Conor McGregor beats Michael Chandler when that is a lot closer fight than people probably give it credit for. Ilia is good at basically everything, but like Conor back in the day was very good at basic counter wrestling and probably better at striking than Ilia is today in modern striking. So Ilia would have to find a way to take him to the ground. Do you think Alexa Grasso's feet, what do you think Alexa Grasso's feet smell and taste like? I'll show you right now, Yog. I reckon that's what they probably taste like, mate. TJ needed 2 more wins after losing a close fight against Dominic Cruz. Costa isn't good and he had a stinky performance against him. TJ Dillashaw needed 2 more wins after losing. Yeah, true. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good argument, Toad. Yeah, true. Costa isn't very good. No, Costa is not very good anymore either. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. I don't know, man. I still feel like he's done enough. Either way, I don't think he should be sitting out. You know, even if he does have to get in one more fight, and that fight is against Robert Whittaker, he should not be sitting out. I do think sitting out for Sean Strickland right now is the worst thing that he can do. I'd put my house on the line on Ilia for Ilia versus Max. Don't do that, Predator. This is MMA. Anything can and often does and will happen. Never go all in on a fighter. Never. if Alex Pereira is not going to be fighting Magomed Ankalaev next, out of Tom Aspinall, Israel Adesanya, or Jan Blachowicz, who would you want to see him fight again next? Now, for me personally, I would love to go with the Israel Adesanya fight, because I think Israel Adesanya doing a fucking world tour about how he beat that guy one time is really fucking annoying. So just personally, I'd love to see Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya at light heavyweight, especially if Israel Adesanya beats Dricus du Plessis. I think that fight, Israel Adesanya moving up to try and become champ against Alex Pereira, with all of that history that goes onto it, is scary as shit or fun as shit. I think that sells so many fucking pay-per-views, repackaging that story and putting it in front of all of us. McGregor versus Aldo was CGI. Like Volk getting knocked out. I would put my nuts on the line for Elliot. Don't do that, Predator. Do not do that. Izzy versus Pereira 3 not happening is a crime. Yeah, no, that's the one that must happen. As far as Izzy versus as far as Alex Pereira versus Jan Blachowicz, I don't think I love that fight. I don't love that fight purely because we've sort of already seen it. I do think it's a bit of an easy win for Alex Pereira, and maybe because I'm riding Jan Blachowicz off in that fight, that is something that we should worry about. You know, like, it's never good when you're completely riding off, especially a former champion like Jan Blachowicz. You know he's going out into the forest and giving that rope a stroke. It sounded a lot more zesty than it meant to. But because we've already seen that fight, we sort of already know how it goes. And I don't think Jan Blachowicz has gotten any better by having time off and shoulder surgery and being a year older. The Tom Aspinall fight, I like the Tom Aspinall fight. The problem with it is Tom Aspinall needs to be fighting John Jones. So it sort of locks up Tom Aspinall away from John Jones when Tom should be pushed towards John Jones. The counter argument to that is Alex Pereira isn't a fucking young man. Like, Alex Pereira is getting old. Like, he is not old. He is not young. He's an old fucking man. So if the fight with Tom Aspinall doesn't happen, say, within the next 12 months, it doesn't seem like a very... It already doesn't seem like a very fair fight. But if it doesn't happen within the next 12 months, he's kind of up shit creek guaranteed, you know? So to me, if he's not going to be fighting... Magomed Ankalaev, just fucking shelf him, see what happens with Israel Adesanya and Dricus du Plessis, which is in 3 weeks' time. Like, it's in a couple of weeks. So just shelf him for now. Let's see what happens. If Israel Adesanya does beat Dricus du Plessis, let him move up and have another go at light heavyweight, and let's fucking go hard and make a super fight in, say, January early next year. Super fight. Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. Champ for Israel Adesanya. We already saw a better version of Jan lose to a worse version of Pereira. Yeah, Toad, that is the perfect way to surmise that, man. That's exactly how I feel about it. Absolutely. Elia KOing Max 1,000%. You can't say that, Predator. You just can't say that. Max Holloway is, I think, even on his official record, Toad, right? Like, Max Holloway's never been knocked down officially. Gaethje did knock him down. I think Volk knocked him down as well. But I don't think Max Holloway's ever officially been knocked down. And as well, his chin is phenomenal. So to say 1,000% Ilia Topuria is knocking out Max Holloway is it's just not true, mate. It's just not true. Islam Makhachev has to teach Bilal Muhammad how to hold the belt. Islam Makhachev has to show Bilal Muhammad the right way to hold his belt. Oh my god. Poor Bilal Muhammad. Is there an aura? Is there a fighter with less aura? Is there a champion with less aura at the moment? We could probably, if I wasn't getting towards the end of the stream, I could probably do a UFC champions aura tier list. You know what I mean? Lewis, what's up, mate? You're saying that we've already seen Alex versus Jan, but we've seen Izzy versus Alex 4 times. I just think that story is more interesting than Alex versus Jan. Like, I get what you're saying. You're right. It is like we've already seen one fight far more than the other fight. That makes sense. But it comes with so much history and so much... And again, I was like personalizing it. Like, personally, I'd love to see Alex Pereira sleep Israel Adesanya one more time. Just because I'm so annoyed at Israel Adesanya doing a world tour saying, I beat that guy one time. There's nothing left to prove. So it's sort of almost like getting revenge on him saying that, you know, like him getting it back. Whereas Alex Pereira versus Jan Blachowicz, there's not much left in that fight for me. There's not much juice to squeeze left in that, if that makes sense, Lewis. I get what you're saying though, man. You're right. It does sort of sound kind of fucking stupid when you word it properly. Bro holding the belt like a garbage bag. Dude, it's so fucking aura. Like I said, we could probably do a tier list of the UFC champions with the least amount of aura. Bilal Muhammad would be right up there, but then there'd be Raquel Pennington as well. Honestly, if I wasn't wrapping the stream up in like 15 minutes, there's a tier list there for that. On an off week, there's a tier list there for that. I don't think Alex can make 185 again. Yep. And Izzy has no reason to go up. So I don't doubt it. Also, he doesn't really desire a light heavyweight title shot. So I don't know in what context it would happen. I guess if they didn't want to do it, Lewis, as a Izzy moving up to try and claim the light heavyweight title to try and become champ. If they didn't want to do it for that, they could do it as a catchweight fight in the middle, just as a hype pay-per-view fight, as a legacy fight. Maybe if they both lose their belt, like say maybe Alex Pereira does get submitted by Magomed Ankalaev, and Tom Aspinall is wrapped up with John Jones. Israel Adesanya does lose to Dricus du Plessis, and then you've got these two like super high value athletes in the UFC with no real direction and where to go next, and the UFC just wants to make a big ass money fight. Now, before you say that idea is ridiculous and couldn't happen, they literally did Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal as a pay-per-view main event, just as a fucking grudge match. And they were going to do Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz just as something to do for fun. The UFC will put on fights if they sell big enough just for fun for no reason. Obviously, you could bring up Conor McGregor versus anyone that Conor McGregor's fought in his last 4 fights. So yeah, I think when you've got two big enough names and a story, the UFC has shown us that they will make exceptions for people, and they might end up doing that again for this one. So yeah, that's something to consider, you know? That's true. Yeah, Joel, Masvidal versus Colby. Those guys weren't champs. So I guess it would be possible if they both lost their belts. Yeah. Or if Izzy dominated middleweight again somehow. Yeah, I think it would just have to depend on the circumstances, Louis. I think it would just have to depend on the circumstances. I think there is a way to make that fight if the right chips fall into place. But again, that's like essentially all of MMA in the UFC, isn't it? You know, you just sort of, that's why they have all the names in the war room like that. And when they're doing their matchmaking, they sort of pick and choose what storylines they want to put together. So I do think that fight could happen again if the right chips fell into place. Arnold Allen is talking about fighting at 3 a.m. in the morning. So I'm going to listen to this and we'll see what he has to say. Let me open up the audio for the rest of the stream to hear.
I don't know, I see Dana White talking about people chasing bonuses and not chasing bonuses. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be full of energy and give all the beans when you're out of your sleep routine and all that. But very frustrating for me. I feel like for 4 or 5 weeks, we were kind of easing into that schedule and like it was perfect. About 2 weeks out, I was training at like 3 a.m., going to bed at 4:30 in the morning. I was waking up about 1 p.m. and like I felt energized at 3 a.m. Like at 2, 3 a.m. I felt perfect, I felt spot on. The fight was fine. Thursday, well, we did the weight cut. I did a little bit of weight before bed. And I got probably about 5 or 6 hours before cutting the rest of the weight. Thursday night, so Friday morning. And then I didn't go back to bed after that, literally. I was awake from Friday morning about 10 a.m. till, I didn't sleep till Sunday at 10 p.m. Yeah, I literally after the fight we drove home. I went to drive home. My friend had to drive back because I was exhausted. Really.
It's weird, the body, isn't it? Like, it's very strange that he had the sleep schedule worked out perfectly, and then it just went out the window. Like, he completely lost it the day that he cut weight. I do wonder if, like, being out in the sunlight while you're cutting weight with all the energy of the day does go ahead and ends up fucking up your sleep schedule. You know, because this is something that Tom Aspinall talked about as well, that for some reason, leading up to the fight or getting into the fight, he slept perfectly all week, exactly like Arnold Allen was saying, and then right as the fight was happening, or the day of the fight, he stayed up for 24 hours. He could not go to sleep. So maybe all this talk of like we hired sleep specialists and we started getting our body in action 3 weeks ahead, when it actually comes to fight day, cutting weight, doing the media, all that kind of shit at a particular schedule, and you're out in the fucking sunlight all morning, and then it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and someone says, all right, now it's time to go to bed. Your body just will not fucking react to you doing that. It doesn't matter how much sleep training you have going into it. Your body just will not react to it doing that. I heard someone talking about how the fighters in England, and it's stupid because they're in England, they shouldn't have to do this, but how the fighters in England would have been better off fucking off to England and preparing for the fight over there in England rather than fucking off over to the Apex, and would have been better off preparing for the fights over at the Apex rather than staying in England in their hometown, which is just like fucking crazy to consider that the UFC were trying to put on an event for the English. Cage sides. Damn, it fucking works now. Let's see the ending sequence. Got it. Yeah, you don't get to see the ending sequence. All right, that looks like that's the end of the stream. Everyone's had enough, so I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Guys, it was good to chat to you all today. Do you think the UFC would have lost that much money if the English cards were on at English times? No, I don't think they would have lost like a fuck ton more money. They would have lost a little bit more money because there's just not as many people buying pay-per-views in England as there are in America. So obviously there was a wider audience for it. I just think the UFC have gotten so specific. Oh, you're welcome, Predator. I think the UFC have gotten so locked in at making profits and making sure every single pay-per-view makes a shit ton of profits that they were just looking to maximize it. So there obviously would have been a less amount of sales if they had it on at the regular English times rather than the American times. But I don't think it would have been that. I mean, the English fans are still hardcore MMA fans. And that's probably one of the things that worked against the English when it came to the Manchester card. The fact that the English are so hardcore that they're willing to stay awake. The fact that the English are so hardcore that they're willing to stay awake and watch Apex card streams, Apex cards, means that they are hardcore enough to watch their own pay-per-view. Are you going to go live tomorrow? I'm going to go live at about midday tomorrow, so I'm not going to be live during the card. I'll go live after the card. The card for me starts at 2 a.m. in the morning and finishes at 7 a.m. I'm not going to fuck up my entire sleep schedule for that. So I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. and watch the entire card back and skip the commercials and probably most of the walkouts and just watch the entire card back. And then after I'm finished watching the card back, I'll take some notes and we'll do a post-card live stream together and have a catch-up. So that is the plan for tomorrow. But Predator, thank you for watching the entire stream and hanging out. I appreciate it. Louis, first time I've seen you around the chat. Thanks for jumping in and saying hi. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for jumping in on the stream. Until then, you guys have a fucking great night, a great day. And, of course, I will see you tomorrow for another stream. Enjoy UFC Abu Dhabi. Hope you guys make a lot of money on whatever bets you're picking, man. Hi to you. See you soon. No worries, Louis. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. I really do. All right, guys. You have a good night, a good day. I will see you guys tomorrow for a UFC Abu Dhabi recap stream. See you later.